I've personally looked through hundreds of projects, and in this video I want to cover one of the best projects when it comes to achieving a stable and high APR with a really low risk. But right in front of me I have my own personal favorite project of all time. They're just about to release their main project and main product that will be able to give you up to 500% APR. Before I go on with the video, I want to make it obvious and clear that I'm personally invested in this project, but I've not received any type of payment from the project at all. My goal is just to make as much money with crypto as possible and share as much knowledge as possible here on this YouTube channel. And for those of you that have been here for a long while, know that I've been covering this project for a really long time, and you guys also know that I've been shifting my content over to more like helping everyone that's new in crypto to protect everyone's capital and, you know, make as much money as possible. Now moving on to the project, it's of course PawnSwap, and they're just about to release their main product in their project, and it's their trading platform version 2. I'm gonna go through all of the features, but I mostly wanted to make this video because they're launching their PLP liquidity event. Basically, you will be able to farm liquidity like you have done on PancakeSwap and similar, but this time without impermanent loss, with higher rewards. You will be able to earn at least 150% APR all the way up to 500%. It's of course dependent on the rewards and how much trading volume and all of that, but it's going to be really cool to see all of this play out. Basically, I'm going to take it from the beginning. How this works is that you take USDT. This is the cool part. You don't even need to hold PawnSwap tokens. Now, I'm personally holding a bunch of PawnSwap tokens, but that's because I really believe in this project. But in order to farm the liquidity, you can just hold USDT, which makes this really cool because you have no exposure to the token itself, just to the liquidity pool. And then you take your USDT, buy PLP tokens that you then farm with or farm liquidity. Now in the beginning, you will be getting both PawnSwap tokens and USDT from the trading fees, and it's going to be really cool. I've talked in previous videos basically how this works, how you farm the liquidity and all of that. You can look at it in more detail over on their documents. I'm not going to go into the very detailed stuff. I'm just going to give you a overview of how it functions. But basically, you take your USDT, you get PLP tokens, you add that as liquidity, people trade with that liquidity, and 50% of the trading fees goes to the liquidity providers. It's a really high percentage. Imagine if people trade with leverage and all of that, it's going to grow really fast. So we're expecting 150 to 500% APR. I'm gonna just move over to the PawnSwap website, add liquidity and earn up to 500% APR. PawnSwap V2 is going to launch on July the 19th. Start earning up to 500% APR on top of the trading fee rewards. Now that's really cool. Imagine if you get 200% APR and 500% on top of that. Now I believe personally we're gonna land somewhere in the middle, like 150 to 250% APR, but that's still absolutely crazy. Looking at, like, if we compare it to the real world, like an index fund or similar, you could expect like 8 to 10% yearly, and here you're looking at 100%. Sure, there is some risk to holding the PLP tokens if the overall liquidity pool goes down, if everyone makes massive and amazing trades, but statistically that's just not going to happen. So the overall PLP value will grow as well as you will be getting the rewards. So that's going to be really cool to see. So the entire V2 platform, I've kind of tasted in other videos. I'm going to make a separate video just to cover it in great detail, but it's going to have some really cool experiences. You will be able to trade perpetuals, high leverage up to 50x, full custody over your funds, fully decentralized, 0% price impact, median spot prices, and of course a top-notch user experience. I've already checked in on the liquidity providing and all of that, and the platform, the website, and connecting your wallet and using it functions really well. It's super professional. I'm super impressed, and I'm glad I'm invested in this project. Now, I don't want anyone watching this to take it as financial advice or anything like that. What I'm doing is sharing the new launch, how it works, the functionality, what you can do, and just that I'm invested in it personally. Then it's all up to you guys to make your own decisions and so on. They will have their own trading engine and all of that, but that's just basically tied into the whole V2 trading platform and all of that experience. Personally, I'm super excited to see more trading pairs going live, and then I'll be doing some trading videos on all of the features. I've written down some points here on the PLP program and PawnSwap V2. I wanted to cover it because I think we might have some questions on all of this. The PLP program, we have the rewards and how much can you earn. Earlier, liquidity providers gain more from the current event that is ongoing, where they basically want to drag in as much liquidity as possible, as fast as possible to get a stable platform. So up to 500% plus the rewards from the trading. So we could be looking at anything 500 to 600, maybe 700% APR, absolutely crazy. The big question is, where is the money coming from? And the money is coming directly from the trading fees and the overall ecosystem. Basically, what will happen is that there will be some inflation that will run the initial rewards. If you look at the website, it's just a few million PawnSwap tokens. It might not sound like a lot, but remember, like even I am holding over 500,000 PawnSwap tokens. So it's not really that much if you look at the entire ecosystem. From the trading fees, PawnSwap will also have a treasury, and they will also buy back PawnSwap tokens and burn them. So this is kind of an entire ecosystem, and this extra reward here in the beginning is just to get more liquidity in through the door. But all of the real fees that will be going to the liquidity program for the entire future, for the entire trading platform, is coming only from the trading fees that is happening when people trade on the platform. It's basically acting like a real company with real cash flow, and that is how it's functioning. There is no Ponzinomics or anything like that. It's real money in, real trading fees, just like a centralized exchange, but it is fully decentralized. How do you participate? I can put links down below if you want to go directly to the website. Make sure you're on the right one. That's also why I'll make sure I'll link the right one so you go to the right page. I think I'll be able to get a referral link where you guys can get like 10% off on trading fees and all of that, but I'll put all of that as the links in the description down below. When it comes to safety, they have a maxed out safety score. I believe my editors can put up some images on it right now, but it's looking really good and really safe. And from talking to the people over at PawnSwap personally and having calls with them, I would say it's a really good and legit project, but please still do your own research. I believe this is probably the place where you will find the best APR in all of crypto. You can stake, you can provide liquidity elsewhere, but this will give you the highest APR and probably with the lowest risk, because you will have no impermanent loss and similar. This is probably for the next bull run and for a really long time where you will find the highest, the most stable, and with the less amount of risk, highest APR possible. Will I be participating in this personally? Yes, I will, but not with such a big amount as the amount that I'm holding in PawnSwap tokens. I have a small percentage of my entire portfolio in crypto, and a lot of that is in PawnSwap, and I don't want to sell PawnSwap tokens to put it in the liquidity. So I'm keeping my PawnSwap tokens and I'm putting some extra USDT that I have laying around in providing liquidity, getting some APR, kind of like how you would keep money on a centralized exchange just to get some APR. But now you can do it off exchanges, bringing you more security, more decentralization, and still giving you stable APR without being exposed to random tokens, without impermanent loss. So that's a really big deal. I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. Let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, I'm gonna sign out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.